Thracians, Dacians, and Scythians often seems distant and enigmatic compared to the well-documented narratives of ancient Greece. Most of what we know about these peoples comes from the writings of Greco-Roman authors, offering a somewhat skewed perspective. However, there's one group that stands apart in the annals of history: the Illyrians. This collective of tribes, who once lived in the areas now known as the former Yugoslavia and Albania, was first mentioned by Hecataeus of Miletus in the 6th century BCE. Despite their limited representation in surviving records, the Illyrians were significant players in the ancient world. Who were these people? How did they interact with their neighbors? And what role did they play in the broader context of the ancient Balkans? This discussion seeks to answer these questions. Understanding the Illyrians begins with clarifying the term itself. The name Illyrians was an exonym used by the Greeks to describe various tribal populations in the Western Balkans, excluding certain coastal groups like the Ligurians. The exact origin of the term is unclear. Some theories suggest it may have been derived from the name of a small group of southern tribes near Lake Ohrid, later generalized by the Greeks to refer to all similar peoples in the region. It remains uncertain whether all those labeled as Illyrians by classical writers shared a common culture and language, or if the term was a catch-all label for diverse groups. The first recorded use of the name Illyrians appears in the 6th century BCE, but it likely predated this, given the long history of Greek trade with the coastal areas of Illyria. By the 7th century CE, the name had faded from use, with the Byzantine Empire naming a province in the Western Balkans after the Illyrians, even though it's unclear if the people themselves persisted or evolved into other groups. This discussion will primarily focus on the classical, Hellenistic, and Roman periods, with occasional references to earlier and later times. The origins of the Illyrians are shrouded in mystery. There is no concrete evidence linking them to any specific Paleolithic, Neolithic, or Bronze Age cultures in the Western Balkans,